How do we hear? How do we see? What makes up the air we breathe? How does a plane fly over the sea? How do the planets float so weightlessly?
Let's go! Let's go!
It's technology.
Let's go! Let's grow!
Science, you and me.
Let's go! Let's go!
We're learning every day.
Let's go! Let's grow!
Engine leads the way.
Hello everyone and welcome to Engine. My name is Gigi and on today's episode we are going on a voyage of discovery in the Indian Ocean. Get ready to dive into a fascinating hidden world that affects all of us. There we will meet beautiful creatures like sharks and rays who inhabit the underwater kingdom of corals.
I can't wait to show you where I live. My name is Coraline, the coral. But Gigi, I wouldn't call our home the kingdom of corals. No king or queen rules over us. And it certainly doesn't belong to us corals alone. We share our home with many other plants and animals who help us to look after it.
Oh, I just used the word kingdom because I thought it sounded grand. So how do you call your home then?
We call it our ecosystem.
Oh, that sounds nicely scientific. So does eco mean home?
Yes, in a way. When you see the word eco in a word, it means a home for different living things in the natural world. And ecosystem is the way of describing how that everything in that environment, all the plants and animals and minerals, work together to maintain their home.
I think I get it now. But I'm struggling to think of an example. Maybe someone in the audience can help us. What is an ecosystem?
It is something complicated.
Is forest an ecosystem?
Is it a place where animals live? We learned it in class. It is like when animals and plants live together, right?
Cool! Thank you for those useful examples.
Another way we can think about an ecosystem is as a network. An ecosystem is a network of organisms which are connected by their activities. Example, a cow eats grass and poos on the soil. The poo enriches the soil and helps the grass to grow more quickly, ready for the cow to eat. If you change any part of the network, the grass or the cow or the soil, the ecosystem would change, and it might even fail.
So what can change the network?
Lots of things, especially human activity. But come, before we talk anymore, I'd like to show you my ecosystem. I live under the sea near Chumbe Island, which is in one of the most beautiful parts of the world, Zanzibar in East Africa.
Karibu Engine Team, Karibu to Chumbe Island Coral Park.
Park? So there's animals like rhinos and cheetahs?
Didn't you know that corals are animals?
What?
Do you know jellyfish?
Yes.
So corals are small, tiny animals that are related to jellyfish, and they are very, very important in marine ecosystem. For example, corals are wave breakers. That means they prevent the beach from erosion. But also corals is a breeding site and a nursery ground for many fishes. But most importantly, corals is a shelter for many living organisms in the ocean.
Even big fish like sharks?
Yes, even big fish like sharks. Just like you need a house to live in.
So sharks need shelter.
Yeah, they need shelter.
Do you have sharks here?
Yes, we have many sharks here because Chumbe Island is a marine protected area.
I want want to see some sharks.
Okay, so I'll take you to our guiding ranger, Margaret, who will take you for snorkeling. And there you can see many fishes, but if you are lucky, you can see even big sharks.
Let's go.
habitat is so beautiful. It's like another planet.
I know, right? But we are fully part of planet Earth. And in fact, life on the land would not be the same at all without corals. Did you know that we produce half of the oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere?
What? Half of the air we breathe comes from corals.
All of you humans need little animals like us. That's the nature of ecosystems.
Wait, so you're a living organism? All this time I thought you were a rock that fish live in.
I may look rock solid, but in fact, I am made up of lots of tiny soft creatures called coral polyps that gather together to form one big branch. We may not move around, but our little polyps sit on our coral skeleton and trap food that comes near us. I get food from a plant called algae, which likes sticking to my branches, and some delicious little floating organisms called plankton. Yum!
And I saw that all kinds of fish live in corals. I even saw a squid and a spiny lobster.
Oh yes, we play host to every kind of marine life imaginable, even rays and sharks. They are very useful in helping to keep our ecosystem healthy.
Really? What do they do to help?
Sharks and rays eat the big fish in our ecosystem. If there are too many big fish near us, they will eat all the small fish, and then we're in trouble. We corals need to have lots of small fish around to help us eat the algae plants that come form on our skeleton. Otherwise, we will get smothered in too much algae. So sharks and rays eat the big fish. The big fish eat the little fish, and the little fish eat the algae. We call this the food chain, and sharks and rays are the top of the food chain in our marine ecosystem.
Wow! So corals need sharks and rays to survive?
Yes, and they need us too, because we provide shelter for the young sharks and rays as they are growing. And we also provide a home for the fish they like to eat. So we all need each other to survive. That is the very nature of an ecosystem.
Wait. So human beings need sharks and rays, right? Because human beings need corals and corals need sharks and rays.
Now you're getting it. All the parts of the natural world, including humans, are linked together, and we all need each other to survive. Hello there, I'm Coraline. I'm a coral. Oh yes, that's me. I live in the ocean and the sea with my big marine family. I need you and you need me to live and grow in harmony. Although I may look like just a stone, I am an animal with an outer skeleton. I grow through algae and plankton, and I am home to creatures well known. My shape and size provide a station for food, shelter, and protection. To many fishes, big and small, they all feel safe around my walls. I need you, and you need me to live and grow in harmony. But among the ocean greats, sharks and rays are my best mates. They help me stay healthy and strong by eating big fish all day long. And when the big fish are just few, more small fish come swimming through to take the extra algae away so I can breathe well and look pretty every day. I need you and you need me to live and grow in harmony. When I'm healthy and strong, I can make the earth more safe again. I can filter carbon in the sea for clean oxygen for you and me and all the marine family. When I'm healthy, more fish will come, so humans too find food and income. I'm a source of life below and above, and that is the ecosystem of love. I need you and you need me to live and grow in harmony.
So how was your snorkeling?
It was good. We saw lots of corals, but we didn't see any sharks.
Maybe they were scared of you.
Scared of humans?
Yeah, even sharks are scared of humans. But they were hiding under corals.
Wow.
But we have many sharks here. But this is different from other areas. They don't have any sharks because of overfishing.
What is overfishing?
So when you catch a papa shark and a mama shark, that means you will not have a baby shark. And when you don't have a baby shark, mama shark, papa shark, you will not have sharks at all. But we have many sharks here because...
It's a marine protected area.
And do you know that there is different types of sharks?
There's different types of sharks here?
Yeah, there are different types of sharks. Here we have a black tip reef shark. But I'll send you to a friend of mine who can show you different types of shark.
Let's go. Let's roll.
So, Xavier and Alicia, there are different types of sharks, and every now and then fishermen are caught them. As we go out to the fishermen, we try to see what shark they have caught.
Wow, look at these sharks. This must be a mama or papa shark, and this is a baby shark.
This is not a shark, this is a ray, and rays have gills at their bottom part. But sharks have gills at the side of their head.
Wow, those are sharp teeth.
I bet they're killing everything in the ocean. I wish someone could get rid of all the sharks.
That's not a good wish, Xavier. That will mean to have no fish at all. You know, sharks are the top predators. They control ecosystem in the ocean. They tend to eat big fish. If we get rid of the shark, the population of the big fish will increase, and the big fish will eat the baby fish. The baby fish will not have the chance to grow and multiply, and eventually there will be no fish at all.
Wow. So sharks are that important?
Yeah, of course. So we are here to see if there is any shark caught so that we can collect data and a sample for species identification. First, a data collector needs to approach a fisherman and ask him several questions, such as what type of fishing gear did he use, where did he caught the shark, and the type of fishing boat that he used. Those questions are then recorded to a Kobo toolbox, the app, which is a mobile phone app that a data collector has it on his phone. From there, the data are transferred to the server, and then automatic reports are generated without interference from anyone.
Can we help collect the data?
Yeah, sure. Here we go.
What boat type do you use?
Fiber boats.
What number is the engine?
Is
15 horsepower.
What was the date when you started fishing? The date?
On the 21st. We catch all different types of fish. We catch big fish, we catch small fish. There is shark, cod, swordfish, and many others.
So we should know the type of shark by asking the fisherman questions?
You can also take the photo of all the parts of the sharks from bottom to the top for species identification at the office. We also need to measure the weight and the length of the shark for age determination.
This shark is 9.5 kilos.
Wow, that's so big.
Yeah. Now Abdallah will take the sample of a tissue that will be used for DNA analysis.
Wow.
It's amazing.
This is the sample that we collect today, and we store here with other sample to send to the lab.
So we won't find out what type of shark it is today?
No, until we get the result to the lab to know what kind of species it is.
Can you show us the different types of sharks that you've already discovered?
Yeah, sure. There is a many type of shark, but for now, let me show you some of these. This is a black tip reef shark, the one found in Chumbe.
That's why it's called the black tip.
Yes, because it has the black tip on the fins.
Wow.
This is called a white tip reef shark.
Because of the white tips on the shark.
Yeah. This is called a spot tail shark because of their spots on the tail.
Wow. They should not kill the sharks because how are we going to know the types of sharks?
Yeah, sharks are very important.
Yeah, sharks are very important. We need to avoid overfishing so that we can discover different type of sharks and that they can help us to understand their role in the marine ecosystem.
Wow! I didn't know sharks and rays were so powerful, wonderful, beautiful creatures.
True, but sadly, they're now endangered, meaning that if we don't do something, they may all disappear.
But they're such big, fearsome creatures. Who is endangering them?
Lots of people want to eat fish, and local fishermen can sell sharks and rays for a good price. Then there are these large offshore ships which catch thousands of fish in giant nets, and they're catching sharks and rays by accident in these nets.
Oh no. Can't we just tell those fishermen and trawlers to stop doing that?
That's not easy. Fishermen are already struggling to make enough money to survive. To make matters worse, sharks and rays don't give birth to a lot of babies in their lifetime, even when they are not being hunted by humans.
So what can we do?
Well, first we need to do more research to find out how many sharks and rays are left and what species they are.
So that's why those scientists were taking samples from sharks and rays?
Exactly. Then the scientists can present the results of their research to their government and ask them to give more protection to the sharks and rays. The government has already created special zones in the sea where fishermen are not allowed to go. These are called marine protection areas. We need more of these marine protection areas to protect the sharks, rays, corals, and our whole ecosystems.
Hey, Coraline, what's happening to you? You're turning white.
Oh dear, I thought it was getting kind of warm in here. Remember I told you that there is a plant called algae that likes living with me? Well, when the water around me gets too hot or too polluted, the algae goes away and I'm left all white and exposed.
Wait, so when it gets hot, you get naked?
Yes, Gigi, but it's not funny. The algae is my main source of food. If it goes away for too long, I will die.
So what is making the water around you hot and polluted?
You are, Gigi. You humans. People are cutting down too many trees and burning too much fuel in their cars and homes and factories, which is adding more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere and causing the whole world to heat up. Didn't you know that? It's called climate change.
What? Climate change is killing corals?
And pollution is too. When humans dump chemicals and rubbish into the sea, it messes up the marine ecosystem, and that also makes my algae go away. If that continues, then all corals will die, and we won't be able to produce oxygen to the atmosphere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Coraline. But I'm sure we can help. Can you give me a few minutes to think? I'll get back to you with some solutions, okay?
Okay, I trust you, Gigi. But please hurry.
Thanks, Coraline. Okay, people, let's pump some oxygen into our lungs with some exercises, and that will help our brains to think better.
Today, I'm going to teach dance that inspired by Shaq and Ray. Are you ready?
Let's go!
Are you ready?
Let's go!
Okay, so now we are going to shape our hands like a big shark, like this, right? And now we bring to the side, 1, and we bring our head, 2, we bring our head, 3, we bring our head, 4, we bring our head. Then now we're going to stretch our hands. There. And then we shak, 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 shak. And then to the left side, we open. 1, bring our head. 2, bring our head. 3, we bring our head. Then 4, we bring our head. And round, shak, 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 shak. And now, are we ready for a ray? Bring our palms together. And now we go down. Ha. What are we going to do? We are going to whirl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go side, 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 and up. You ready to start?
Let's go!
Let's start from the beginning.
Thanks, Gigi. I feel better already. What did you do?
Well, Coraline, the first thing I did was to tell everyone how important marine ecosystems are to the whole planet. If you overfish sharks and rays, then corals will die out. There'll be no more fish for people to eat and much less oxygen in the whole planet. We need to put pressure on the government to create more marine protected areas.
Well done! Change begins with understanding the problem. And what else did you do?
I visited my friends who live near the sea and helped them to clean plastic from the beaches so that they cannot pollute the marine ecosystems.
Excellent! Did you know that some countries have banned plastic bags and are trying to reduce our use of other plastic things like bottles, straws, and packaging? If all countries did this, then there will be much less plastic pollution in the sea.
True. We need to plant more trees and reduce the use of cars and motorbikes so that we reduce the heating up of the planet. We need to slow down climate change.
Please, because if you don't, I will turn white and die.
And if that happens, we're in trouble. So those are the 3 things we can do to help you, Coraline. Number 1, tell everyone how important marine ecosystems are to the whole planet. Number 2, keep the beaches free from plastic litter. Number 3, reduce our use of fossil fuels.
If you do that, I promise I'll do my job and keep pumping out oxygen for you to breathe.
That sounds like a great deal. Until next time. Can't wait to visit you again. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.